става дума. И така.
Winter is here.
Да, Дилти, тук ли си още?
Уж.
Ти беше ли гледал Game of Thrones или не си?
Кое?
Game of Thrones беше ли гледал?
Филма ли?
Сериала, да.
Не.
Не си го гледал.
Трябва.
Готин е
Не
много.
съм фен.
Сега има коментари, даже не са се сбъднали там, някой нещо е написано.
Аз дори не мога да ти повярвам, че не си гледал Game of Thrones, честно.
Трим, нали уж смени играта, сега ще пуснат като се наканя. Дир
Пуснахме
почна.
тук, Какво е това? Maximize your Game of Thrones Experience, Telltale аккаунта. Няма само, но... Thank you.
Дори не мога да го повярвам, че не е гледал Game of Thrones.
Той Веско не е гледал Game of Thrones.
С кой ще играем? С Ланистър?
Няма, аз измислили планове са.
План се играе по епизод.
Как така са си измислени?
Но то като анимационно ли направено или по-като реално?
Като анимационно такова някакво май. Ми направям плей са. Да ви ме сетни субтитри, ако трябва да се пусне.
Значи тя нали безплатна беше там, аз се
Да, безплатно е
добавиха
само.
за това.
Display sub. Title song. Промени ли се? Да. Ми пускай плей. Направо видим какво става. Вижте. Да. Northerns will never forget. Tyrion Lannister. Той го беше казал. I'm sword in the darkness. I'm watcher.
Не, започни с такова, бе.
С първи епизод, бе.
С първи епизод. 6 епизода има.
Защото има 6 книги и това е. Иване, ще пушиш?
Аз пуших вече.
Не знам, сега от първи сезон ли почва се едно. Ще видим.
Сега ще видим. Adapts to the choices you make.
Точно.
Подобен вид, нали, ние взимаме решение.
Еба сякото.
Мисля, че от първия трябва да почнеш, защото нали бяха 6.
Портал за Сафир, House Forester have been loyal
To the start.
to the start.
Аз Форестър.
За Форестър.
Не можеш да избереш друга такова.
Да.
Можеш ли?
Не, само
Сам ти е Форестър.
Банера.
Не, това е Форестър, ти си Форестър, ето дърво с меч. Това е твоя баня.
А защо така си мисли?
Как ще вплели този план в историята? Според историята си
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he done it himself the way he tells it.
Войната е почнала тук.
Cloud Forest is so clean
Трети
itself.
сезон е това. Са втори сезон и трети сезон. Вече са го фанали, да, значи е трети сезон. Аз ли бе, ти пръв да слорд.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword
Чак
like
може да си
that.
бърши
I
меча.
say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
Тук по-добре, нали, като е сериал, нали, по тази история са
He
направили
was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the
по-реалистично,
Whispering Wood. He
както
was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
индивидуално.
Next he'll tell us he got Tyrion too.
So what
Всичките
really?
игри на тия са някакви такива анимационни.
Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer? Aye. Well, I had a hand in it. Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North! The King in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Winter is coming!
Aye!
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something
Абе,
must be
избирай
done.
въпрос.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
I want to fight.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that.
Lord Forrester
There were
will
those who had their
remember that.
doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow.
Да.
Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
So I'm no longer a squire?
As of tomorrow, no. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight, and I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Кой е Родрик?
Това, което казваш шефа на Кингслея.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant
It
prick.
could be worse.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norrin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shoveling slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Not me.
What?
Tomorrow I ride with
Абе, не
Roger
трябваше
and
да го
Lord
казваш
Forrester.
това, бе. Той те помоли да го запазиш тайната
Garrett,
сутринта.
fucking great. Unbelievable.
Трябваше ли да се
Maybe if
похвалиш тази
Mom
вечер и
bought
си
Castle
оплескаш
and I'd be
всичко?
getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is, that's nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
How much further?
It's right over there.
Така ще ти забие нож в гърба. Сега ще видиш. То така ще завири,
Това
че...
беше Squire, просто такъв чит-чат.
Не, специално ти казаха да не
Take your
казваш.
time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing, Lord Walders.
Ела така да се
Generous
сърди.
move.
Ела.
Fucking phrase.
Ти от на...
Nice night for a wedding.
Толкова голямо момче,
И аз не знаеха, че той ще каже аз няма да съм. Просто мисля, че ще
Not
каже,
if he
че не
finds a good
пречи.
husband for one of
Не,
his daughters.
оплеска нещата. Сега ще го казвам. Вземи си го.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
Ето. Значи, от сега се
wrong?
почва.
Чакай бе.
Какво пише?
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine. I am not carrying these by myself. Not a fucking chance.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? There's no need to fucking
Той
run.
must warn the
I'm
others.
gonna die of thirst.
They've got weapons.
Who brings fucking weapons to a
We
wedding?
need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Така си работа. Значи не е ще.
Fuck! We need to get back to camp!
Те се опитват да измъзнат на Джейми.
Родрик, той този не
Garrett,
да намериш.
we have to get back! Get through the king!
Press the hold R2.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
О, предупредя. Пропусна.
Аз умрях бе!
Да.
Ето си места.
Бако! Шимон, да, добре, добре. Боже мой.
Не е като... Отдавна,
Абе, защото Америка беше много нагоре.
Whoa! Shoot that one! What? Look out!
Крал форвард.
Как да кол? Да. Fucking bullshit. Не, помпи се.
Айде, това.
Бати му за ръса.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Това беше истината.
Find a weapon, quickly! You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time. Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Фрей? Не е изродите на Фрей. Куците.
Приключва курс.
Give me the sword, give me the sword. Yes.
With your life.
Yes.
Send it to Iron Wrath, where it belongs.
Iron Wrath.
There's no time to waste.
Само Хикса трябва да натисна. За вече мерни.
Ако ако не беше взел поеднечка, не знам какво щеше да стане.
You have to go.
Welcome.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you.
Но той ще умре.
Къде ще го запомни, не знам.
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
The North Grove, my lord.
Ма не, преди това е мисля. Тук още не си води
You must do this for your house.
войната.
Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Може ли да остана се бие с него?
Където са пленили Джейми и
Не, това като избиват хората на Роб Старк след по време на червената сватба.
В момента се случва.
В момента се случва червената и те фрейловете са тук и вършат порази. Защото...
Похвали ли си, че си промълт?
Голям прас! Това беше битка.
Казах ти лорда не се коли до сутринта.
Лорда умре. Дали се отваря или не се тая. Ръгата да направи. Много яко съм направя. Ето Лорд Фрей и неговото изчадие.
Нормални своя мозък.
Как съм да? Своя замък, техния. Има Форест. Те бяха на север Киев.
Iron from ice.
King's Road.
А как се казваш? Смей да го заколиш сега.
Не, той обича прасетата, той е баща на малка ферма за прасета. Така, look around, I'll move forward.
Дърти Афрей е известен, че може да извади цяла армия от гащите си, защото никой не знае колко деца има точно.
Абсолютно.
А тук пак имаш някакви... Държи му главата.
Ма не знам колко правя.
Хикс, кръг.
Не.
Кръг.
Трябва да закарам сега това. Не, естествено, тъпа работа. Кажи нещо бе, брат, толкова се огледа само.
Имаш още интеракции.
Фермата му сега е запалена на
Той
баща му.
замина вече.
Отиди към пушака. Огромен меч имаш обаче.
Трябва да свикнеш с тия интеракции с...
Пълната шапка.
Много е скапан. Аз тук го виждам.
Защо трябва да ми тече време на обикновен разговор? Твое решение да взема за 3 секунди life or death, нали? Ще удира по някакъв. Че беше направил много такова яко за капчика. Как постоянно нещо бъгва и сели ти дава. Да се логнеш. Те пък за какво бият прасенцата?
Нещастници!
Това са Болтън.
Болтъните, аз ги виждам там с стил.
Само да не излезе ония най-лудия Болтън.
Персонаж.
Баща му!
Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Абе, извади мече и ги смачкай, бе!
I'm going to kill you. Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed
Абе,
you to
защити таткото, бе!
my land! This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that. No.
I'll
have that sword, boy.
Не може да го спасиш. Fuck you!
Come and get it.
Fuck you.
Цели се сега, цели се. Право на ръби. Бой!
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Брат, виж тук, видови са...
Манарката, ране, винаги съм за манарката.
Ще има отрадва ли да се използва.
Томахока. Томахока си, томахока.
Пази се, ще те наръга като прасенце. Хикс. Кръг. Хикс. Квадрат. Хикс.
Mercy, please.
Убий го! Убий го!
Това са работа хората.
Убий го, бе!
Survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
Kill him!
Please.
Точно така! Fucking Boltons!
Няма мърси.
Няма мърси, ти какво мърси? Той избяга.
Мърси, всички, които са суди вече са умрели от 2-3 сезона. Няма вече такива.
Father? Garrett, you
Garrett.
survived.
Garrett.
Your sister. She hid.
Тя с вилата в гърба започва.
I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
I already killed one.
Тия Болтън са ужасни. Да, ама то трябва да има такива. Първо убиват, после насилват.
Stronghold of Castle Forrester. Какво ти умрел това?
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Много си е хубаво.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall, quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh, fuck. Това ли ще гледаме сега?
Wound open.
Колко интересно.
Колко интересно. То сложи варвичка.
Да.
Тя ще го държи колко? 10 часа? А, не.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
Бях потресен, когато намушкаха бременната бубулка на сватбата. Да, това беше доста
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Ма тя беше... не беше ли бременна с първите няколко месеца?
A message?
Не беше...
About what? What did he tell you?
Квадратът.
My uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Let's see on the chair. I want to see if it suits.
Втория път, когато разчепиха Теон, да, това беше също изобщи на тия болтаните си.
Защото бил имал голям хуй и те му подрязаха. Ужас. То беше баси ненормалния.
Не, защото той се ходеше с това.
Да, бе, да.
Това не просто му го резна, ми го изяде, не си изпече.
Не беше неговия, беше наденец. Той вика, не си...
Не, той изпрати неговия истинския на баща му на сестра му.
На баща му.
А ядеше наденички пред него, просто защото... Ужас, това наистина.
Ходих на пазар. Казваме се разхода. Чай да...
Medical supplies. Ама тук трябва да стоиш, защото Лейди Форестър ще дойде.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Трябват ми, аз съм ранен, бендиджес.
Да.
Вземи билките хилинг.
Сега да си взема червите още.
Абе не ти дава.
To the master when you're finished it.
This might help.
Аз всичко с задния джоб се слага. Обичам такива игри. Задният ти джоб е бездънна яма.
Друго не се сещам, което да ме разтърси.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tingrin. Look.
Ами мене ме разтърси това как Калисито позволи на една знахарка вещица да й отрови Кал Драго. Това мене ме разтърси. Защото беше супер малумно то човек да умре по този начин.
Тъпо си умря,
абсолютно
тъпо. Как беше,
Еми, защото имал бил тук срезан малко на гърдата и ще го оправя, тя му мотори страшни билки и го трепа.
There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Значи, как може да излезе и да й каже на Серсей в очите, аз знам за вашата война. Как?
They take it all for that, especially now with the Volters in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Never mind.
Ама тя уби бебето в отровата Хариси помедна.
Да, това също беше после част от ритуала. Това беше част от ритуала, когато...
Вие сте гледали са на реплея.
Да, той тръгна да умира и вече почна да бълнува и падна от коня си. Беше много зле. И тя каза и помоли знахарката да направи някаква меджик, нали, за да може да го върне и да остане той жив. И тя каза, да, обаче трябва да има някаква жертва за това нещо. И каза, доведете коня на Кал Драго. И тя поряза там коня, кръв се оплеска вътре, почна да пее някакви песни. И тя тръгна май вече с някакви болки в корема. И той този Джора каза, той нищо не каза, направо я взе на ръце и влезна вътре в палатката при магията. И нищо не даде какво се случва вътре, и коня умря, и бебето умря, и Кал Драго остана в едно такова стейт. Нито жив, нито умрял и така.
Roderick, he was our best warrior by far.
Онай каза, искаше живот, дадахте живот, но той беше някакъв такъв.
Lord Forrester, it was an honor to squire for.
Това, че Джора я внесе вътре нея в палатката, може би заради тази магия и, нали, е умряла и бебето.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
В Есос?
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Ами махни тия гъгрици, може да не лимпва. Ортен Грин.
Feeling all right?
Аз ще излизам от партито, ще ви доглеждам.
Ти бил още, аз мислих, че си вече си гъгосал.
Who's the new lord of House Forrester?
Тук да лягам.
Цъкаш ли нещо или не?
Не.
At the Citadel.
I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned.
Излягваме тук
Advising the
да
late Lord
доглеждам.
Forrester was an honor.
Ciao.
Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is still so much he has to learn. Yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands.
Има само два чейна на веригата. Той е много назад в майстерите.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett.
Има само два чейна. Боже, това е нищо.
Talia asked to see you.
Сменил то змят проклета, получил много отрепа. Беше във време на Кингс Лендинг майстера.
Много говориш, бе, чакай да много ти е силен гласа. За какво говорите?
За на Кингс Лендинг майстера.
So sorry.
Той беше някакъв педофилията малки момченца си поръчваше.
Какво беше това? Това Дъртия стара.
Дъртия грозния къде знам. Я слушам, що влети, Иван.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Тя се надяваше поне сексуално желание да има отново друго, ама
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure there was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
I'm sorry, my lady. Nothing could be done to save him.
He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Не, мерси.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Кой трябваше да каже това, бе, Раде?
На някакъв чичо там.
This was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee. The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard. Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
What?
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance. If not now, when? We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy. He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done? Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide. He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men. He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you. The boy was just defending himself. I'm not faulting him for what he did. I'd have done the same, as any man would.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all. I'd like to see them try. I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay. Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Дали си е играл един тролно току-що, че може да те лъже?
На кой трябваше да кажа нещо за някаква
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Окей. Лека ти нощ много. Тия жеги. Трябва да е лека нощта, иначе не става.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Остана сега, къде те изпратиха?
Каса облак.
Говори ли с това ли чисто? Каса облак.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
I'll serve with honor.
Iron from Mist. Това ли ме девиза?
Как е?
Iron from Mist. Бе, те са долу на юг да не ми се правят толкова. Най-големи, ако ми са горе, тия стаи.
Garrett, wait!
Коя е тая?
Детенцо от тия фамилията.
Be safe.
Хай форми. Някой обича. Той малко дете.
Тук как ми заприлича на Джейми Ланистър. Тая игра обаче наистина беше страшна.
Да, добра. Не очаквам толкова.
Страшно. Не, аз ще се гледам сега как си се запазват всичките герои. Кой е този гадяр?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Зад на времето.
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want
Това е лорда
her to
днешния. Сина на този,
Mr.
който
Ortengryn
умря.
said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you were the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
You'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
At once, така си говорили едно време, сега казват as soon as possible. ASAP. ASAP.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Go, Индия мен.
Виждаме новия лорд. Баща му ли убиха?
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Is, was. It makes no difference.
The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Don't do rush.
What should I say to
I
him?
can handle
Tell
this.
him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Прави, ти държиш бъдещето на твоя клан. Ако се изправят срещу болтаните, ще го лапат. Ако не, ще изглеждат като лапачи. В двата случая има намесен оралова любов.
Condolences to your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you.
Игнорах морали.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
He died a hero.
Foresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house is he to love? No fucking bread and salt. You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Foresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
You murdered his family.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the
How do you answer for your men?
Of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
You heard me. He was sent to the wall. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
You will.
You will.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
No,
You
yes.
were brave, my son, but you'll need to be closer still when Ramsay Snow arrives.
Не ни даде опцията. Вади меча и го
На
коли.
стола натиснем шерба и кебаба, неща сте видели, тук ми са звери. Ко са звери, ще кебаб? Шева. И той тъпи нага,
Your sister
King's
can help us.
Landing.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
А това е
If it's
сестрата
presented to
на...
her as it should be.
И като Санса. Това е същата история. Все едно Санса е там. Това е King's Landing. Те са изпратили едната им сестра там в King's Landing. Дай аз да подсъкам. Абе, вие по-много разбирате, значи нищо не разбирате.
Там и ти излезе тегълниче. Iron Box. Ето сега има книжки с дърва. Ако няма дърво на нея, не.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place,
Изпратена в
Essos.
Есус на Екзайлът. Ще се върне там, от Есус, някаква нинджа стана.
Те си изпратили Форестър вместо дъщерята в King's Landing, нали? За да бъде дъщеря на някой си там.
Защо не беше изпратен?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Marjorie?
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Писмото.
Рид, да, сега го натиснах.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Тук Марджори беше се оженил още за...
Още не е, но за сватбата, за сватбата. Тя почна да го обработва така, отдалече. Добре го работеше тя. Аз в тези снита харесвам брат, нищо, че е гейчета. Беше момче, който тренираше постоянно, знаеше, че трябва да е лорд.
I hope to see them all someday.
Мърда е малко да е. Не с това много, с другия.
С другия ли? Аз не знам. Така кажи бе.
Айде виж през прозореца с другия налог.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Има хубава рокля.
Нали от Кингс Ландински арт става?
Там имаше ли още нещо? Не.
Писмо, друго писмо, само писма.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Сега тук ще трябва да ставаш приятелка на Марджери. Шибани роза.
Някой чукаше на вратата?
Да.
Не го измислиха по-тъпости колчета.
Така е,
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Аз не ги знам кой къде се намира, трябва да го погледна. Не съм ги научила на изуст. Вратата се приготви за филмче да си гледа.
То се като филмче да право.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right?
Като нов сезон се е.
If you don't mind my asking, You seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things, but people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know. She's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not. But you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Нека.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Знам. И аз я харесвам.
Get the fuck out, Kingsguard.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
При краля Шходца.
Ало, Сърсей, Саша на съргащата.
О, и Ланистър е там, не всички аз го виждам в
джуджето.
You can do this.
Той беше хенда там на...
Да, по това време той.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl?
Anyone
could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry.
Марджери, ти какво искаш? Марджери...
Те ме притиснаха, разчепнаха на баси работата. Отвратително е, направо се пренесох там в уния времена, къде трябва да лъжеш и да правиш такива интриги. Ужас! Направо влезнах вътре във филма.
Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Виж как те погледна Марч.
Край, крайто тук беше.
Маса точно разтича женството.
I'll walk you out.
I'll walk you out.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't like Cersei.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Nest of vipers.
Марджори ме намрази.
Тя мрази всички.
Не.
Марджори знае. Тя знаеше, че няма как да го кажеш това нещо.
Ма то тя ми каза, you may feel something and say the other, the opposite.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell. Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish.
The one and only Red Viper. Martell.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No way.
He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Fuck.
Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan.
Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Prefer to speak alone.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Screw him. Oh, wait.
Не разбираш женската злоба, Радославе. Какво може да причини?
Sarah, who gives a shit about Sarah?
Ask.
Anyway.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mirror. If Cersei were to find out...
I will be near them. There's no other way.
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Дайте на север какво се случва.
То север, бе, то север.
Стигнали го.
Гледа коня на лорда. Ала да тебе, свинара.
Север, какво се случваше в този сезон?
Болтаните вършат переклодират.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, Ramsay.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
наблюдах.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There.
Hey, помощь.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
Stay still. Не ромбе. No, stay still.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Грейджо или?
Някакъв човек ще го измисли. Забравяха си банерите.
То много бавно върви.
Не си ще ти тук, ако не имаш интеракция.
Bloody hell!
Какво е рода, бе? Не беше ли лорд от къщата един?
Не знам.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you.
Това е филм, направо не е игра.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills. Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan.
Why did you kick him?
Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right!
He speaks
What?
true.
I've a family to feed, and not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here.
Kill.
Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day!
What is yours by right, bitch?
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their Lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
To the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Show him mercy.
Take 3
Show him mercy. Show.
Mercy.
Mercy, show.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Better remember that dickhead.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Не му е лесно на това момче. Къде трябва да ходя сега?
В нас. Хайде.
Добре.
Няма
Много ми
някакви
хареса тази игра.
objectivist.
Хубаво е да кажа. Не се за гостоприемство ради.
За нищо. Чао на някой, ако има жив.
Спираме
стримчето. Лека ви нощ.
Леко.